Hi, I am going to discuss this week's Module 5 discussion question, which states discuss the challenges, conflicts, and ethical considerations as presented in the article. Be specific as you discuss these aspects of rural social work practice. So, the article discusses the challenges presented when a social worker practices social work in rural areas. These challenges can include social workers having dual relationships, such as working in the community and also living in the community as well, or just being members of the community, such as shopping um, and going to several social events and also in the community. So basically, the article discussed things, steps that a social worker can do to mitigate these about these ethical issues, which some of the ethical issues could be groups. The participants may not want to participate in groups if they are in a group of members of the community. They may not want to discuss their personal issues with the social worker because they know that they'll see that same social worker out in the social setting within the community. So basically, the social worker will have to set boundaries with those particular clients and within the group. The strict boundaries will have to be set. Confidentiality will have to be set, of course. There has to be a strict guide for confidentiality. Well, they're down here. The social worker will have to make sure that the client's information is secured safely and properly, so that none of their personal information gets out to the other members of the community. The article also discussed particular groups, for instance, of maybe a HIV particular group, where a client probably would not want to participate in that type of group because out of fear that their medical information would get out into the community. Good morning. So in this instance, what the social worker will have to do is just to make sure that they stress to the client, they reiterate the rules of confidentiality and reiterate all the rules pertaining to the particular group. There are also some advantages of being a social worker in a rural community and having a dual relationship within that community. The social worker will have a first view knowledge of the community, and they would be more able to connect more closely with the clients in the community. So there are some advantages as well as disadvantages, but the main thing is to maintain confidentiality, maintain boundaries, and stress what those boundaries are. All right. Sorry for the background noise. I am at work. Thank you.